Leadership. But in order to be a good leader, you gotta be a good follower. I was a follower for a long time, and that ain't follow ain't no down. It ain't no downplay on your success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can give a lot of people a shout out from Mississippi to Texas to surrounding areas that really created me as an entrepreneur. So even when that example I gave, I got one on my left, one on my right. It ain't just me as going out and be like, XYZ do this, do this. It turn around like Jacob, like they know some stuff. They keep me current while I give them history so we can meet right in the middle where it need to be.
To another episode of More Than a Barber. Listen, I'm your host, AP, and listen, Mo couldn't be here today. She had to take another flight to another state, but I'm here, and I'm here with a dope group of barbers. I'm here in Arlington, Texas, Legacy of Barbers, and we got a whole group of squads that's gonna be dope today. I got my barber here. This dude is amazing. He got his whole squad here. My personal barber, dope guy. Rio the Barber. What's up, man?
Yo.
You good?
I'm great.
That's what's up,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. How you been, man? I haven't had you on the show for a while. Now we back in your city.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming down this time.
Absolutely, man. So you got your whole squad, man. Let's kind of like introduce them so we can get to know them before we get right into the conversation.
All right, so I'm gonna start with myself just to remind everybody who may have not seen the previous episode.
Absolutely.
I go by Rio Did It. You know what I'm saying?
Did it.
When you walking out the door, they gonna be like, man, who cut you up?
Rio did it. And real quick, you know our episode went through the roof too, by the way.
Really?
Went through the roof, man. So we got to run it back.
Yeah, you had to. Mandatory. When the football hot, you know what I'm saying? So so it's Rio Did It. RIODIDIT_. That's IG. But everywhere else is the same platform.
That's it. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Alright, man. How you doing, man? My name is Rashad Montana. My name is Rashad Montana, player fades. That's what I go by. Like, if you come to a shop, you're gonna get a player fade. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my name is Rashad Montana. Located in Dallas, Texas, but I'm coming up in Arlington. New to the Arlington area, so I'm here.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, man, Don, man. Don_THADON. You know what I'm saying? Fly mindsets, man. Legacy of Barbers, man.
I'm Chop the Butcher, Chop.
The butcher coming.
They call me the Butcher for my blades stay sharp, you know what I'm saying? They stay ready. So, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Chop, CHOPP_DA_Butcher.
The butcher coming.
Let's go.
Jacoby from Dallas, Texas. Instagram, Jacoby Blends. You heard the last name Blends, so you already know how I'm coming.
That's what's up. So, man, we got the whole squad.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a super dope conversation. I really just want to get into it, man, and have this conversation. We have been on a shop tour. This is our third stop. Okay. We're here in Arlington, Texas, man. I'm so grateful to be here. Again, our co-host, man, she couldn't be here, but, man, we're going to have a dope conversation. You got your whole squad. So how long this team been together, if you don't mind me asking?
In numerical order, I'm gonna start with Don. I'm gonna have to say about 7 years, 8 years.
Let's go.
And then everything behind that, it may have been Jacoby, which is what we're looking at about
2000, about 6.
About 6 years.
Six
And
piece.
Shop behind that, we're looking at about maybe 5.
Yeah.
And then Montana, we might be looking at 5 weeks.
Primo Montana.
Look, he new
He
to the
here.
squad.
Yeah.
Primo Montana.
That's what's up. So if you don't mind, you live, you just lift your mic up just a little bit so you won't have to like go, there you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so we got the youngest barber on the squad. Man, you know what I like about this shop ownership and being, because I've been on both sides. I've been a booth runner and I've been a shop owner. And what I like about it is there's some longevity here. There's a lot of barbers that like to shop hop, like to go from different shop to shop. There's some longevity here. What's the secret sauce?
You honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I got my own opinion,
Yeah.
but from their own personal experiences, that's something that they can answer better than I can.
So what's the secret sauce? What keeps you here at Legacy of Barbers? I mean, this is my personal barber, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all kind of see me here from time to time, but what keeps you locked in here at Legacy of Barbers?
I mean,
Really, it's like the energy. Like, man, we can talk about anything. From the time we walk through that door, from the time you leave, we laughing. Like, we
Yeah.
joking on everybody. Like, it's cool. Then everybody's willing to help everybody grow. You see we doing something wrong, hey, fix this. Your edge up this way, your fake. Like, we here for each other. It ain't no, oh, I'm better than you, I'm this. We all a team. So that's really what it is.
So y'all a whole team. What
Yeah.
keeps you here, man? Like,
I mean,
what it is?
I guess coming out of barber school for me, man, you gotta find the right shop. Like, I just feel like, so even just meeting school how he is, father, barber, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, man, coming out of barber school, I'm a father. This is the type of shop I like, music. Like, everything just, it feel like a family. Like, you
Yep.
come in this barber shop, you come in here on a Saturday, I mean, we got people that might not leave. They might get here at 9. They might not leave till about 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. All here chilling. We got checker friends. We got you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of everything. So it's like that old school barbershop feel. Everybody talks to everybody client. Like, it's not like you might be going to Rio, but you know everybody. Hey, what's up, Jacoby? Hey, Don, what's up? You watch that game? That's just it's a family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like once you kind of get locked in with that, it's kind of like, and then just with Rio, he allow you to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like you'll get in here and you feel like, man, I feel like he trying to let me up. Nah, the whole time he pushing you to, hey, what's next?
And not to cut you off, big bro, but can you walk me more through Rio allows you to grow? And the reason why I'm asking you to walk me through that, because some shop owners, they be gatekeepers. So
Yeah,
walk me
that's
through
what I'm saying. So you got them ones that come in that be like, so I feel like you kind of, if you read people the right way, you got the ones that kind of come in and it's like, you know, you in there, you rent the booth. They want to keep you at a certain level.
Yeah.
They don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, I've been here longer than 7 years. I could have branched out, got it on, like, but it's like, I've been growing since I came here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, I can go do that, but it's like, why not continue to grow? I'm where I'm at. Like, got any like me coming out of barber school, he literally taught me everything. I was one of the barbers like, yeah, I ain't using the enhancements. I'm cold without the enhancements. Got in the barbershop. I needed it. He showed me, like, he like broke it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you, like, we got the barbers that be like, man, I don't use enhancements. I mean, come on, man, it's 2024. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, you don't have to use enhancements.
You next.
He said, he pointed at himself like, so you don't use enhancement.
I'm brand new to it. Like, I'm real new to it. It took me a minute to even catch on to enhancements. But like every client I have, like that old school and stuff, like, nah, man, I don't want enhancements. But like I'm starting to run into some new people.
Yeah.
They're like saying like, man, I want enhancements. I'm like,
You gotta evolve, man. You gotta have all them trades in you, man. Like, so yeah, you might be a natural barber, and that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But you gotta have that in your bag.
And
You know what I'm
just because you use enhancement don't mean you can't cut the natural way.
So Rio, this is a really tricky conversation because on one hand, there are some barbers out there that literally cannot cut without enhancements.
Right.
And then you have some barbers that can be versatile, where they can be all natural, and they also can use the enhancement. Is enhancement the new cheat code for the barber industry, or do you feel like you can still make a big bag being a natural barber?
That is a tricky question.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a cheat code. Outside of guys who can't naturally cut, they abuse it. However, the ones who can, it ain't a cheat code. The enhancement is actually an enhancement for your profit as well. Your profit go enhance because you're keeping up with the supply of the demand. And in any industry, that's what it's about. You know, supply, demand. They require it. They request it. That's why Montana is stepping into that lane. You know, it's kind of like mandatory if you want to get the dollar.
It's almost like when I first started using enhancements, I went to a show.
Yeah.
And it was Smash. Shout out to Smash. I'm from the Bay Area, and he flew to the Bay, and we were all at my boy's shop.
Right.
and he did a cut as a demonstration. And this is when Topic was first like introduced to the industry. This is way back, way back. I'm like, man, what bro do? Because he did a whole fade with no guard.
No guards.
That's
Yeah,
what he
all
do.
that
Like
is.
a whole, I'm talking about a whole fade, and I had never seen the no guard concept. So he did a no guard fade. Whole concept technique was dope, but the finishing touch, he used that Topic. I said, man, that's fresh.
Yeah.
And what it taught me was that one, we as barbers, we have to invest in ourselves. And number two, we can't be afraid to try. So we got back on the plane, came to Dallas, got some Topic. My first client I used a Topic on. Game over. Game over. So the enhancement is what you said. It enhances your cut.
Your profit.
It enhances your profit.
Yeah.
But do y'all see different barbers that can't really fade that good? So that's the cover up, or y'all talk to me and tell me if that's something y'all see on the ground.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You be seeing it all the
Yeah,
time?
man, it be crazy. It got too crazy. Like, for real, I be like,
Yeah.
man, all I see is black. Like, I don't see no blend, no clean, none of it.
But if you date back to, even if you just been in the barber world, man, it's been Beijing.
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's really not new.
Yeah.
It's just done transformed. Like even when you go, like even if you look at, let's step over to the man units. Like if you look at TV, like AJ from 106 Park, he never had dreads. You see
That
what I'm
was a
saying?
unit, bro?
I was a unit.
Look, man, look it
I
up.
kid you not, Google,
You
look it up.
lying.
That was a unit. So it's kind of like, it's like we thinking it's new, but it's really just, it just rotates,
Yeah.
man.
A
And it just
toupee.
evolves.
Toupees. They've been rocking toupees since the
Toupees,
90s.
that's
That's
all
all
those-
that. That's a
all
man
the
unit.
So Rio, that's the Steve Harvey. When I
That's the
found
Steve.
out
See?
that was a toupee,
It hurt us
I felt
all.
my childhood was robbed.
Everybody heard us all.
I felt like they robbed me, you know?
Yeah,
Hurt
and we
us
was
all,
working to
man.
get him the Steve Harvey edge up.
Yeah.
That's what they would say. I need the Steve Harvey lineup.
And that's when the supply and demand got created.
100%.
Mhm.
100%. So there's levels to enhancements. How many of y'all was using some of the Beijing where you had to, put the little grease on their line up? I mean, I know you know how to do
Yeah,
it.
that's my era.
That's a whole nother.
That's
That's
what
a
I'm
whole
saying.
nother game. Like, and it took probably an hour, maybe 30 minutes. And the clients,
For it to sit, yeah.
just for the sit.
Yeah.
And the clients didn't want to pay.
Nope.
But they
Time
need
is
service.
money.
They want to pay for the service. So
Right.
my question is, moving past the Beijing, now we're in the Topic world. We in, you got the air gun as well, where you mixing. I know there's several techniques.
Yeah.
I can show you if you don't. If you're watching, I can show you how to get that enhancement fresh. That's
Come on
me.
now. Okay, come
But-
out with the drop the product.
Yeah, we got to drop.
Okay, all right. Now.
But my question is, what is your favorite types of enhancements? And how do you navigate? Because some clients just don't want enhancements, but you be like, man, if you want this enhancement, man, it'll be a better product, a better cut.
See, a lot of the clients don't want enhancements because of a bad experience that they had prior to coming to us. So sometimes you gotta persuade them, like, hey, bro, let me spray you, and then if you like it, you know what I'm saying, we can continue doing. If not, you ain't gotta do it no more. Then once you spray on them, like, oh, bro, this look natural. Like, I like the way you spray my hair because it don't look fake.
It don't look fake, yeah.
What you use, Chop?
I don't know the name of it really. My favorite barbers.
Yeah, my favorite barber.
Oh,
It's
that's an
saturated.
enhancement?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
favorite
the
barber.
line it's a saturated line, so it is easy to kind of like miss out on what you actually using because we always trying something new.
Mm-hmm.
With that enhancement, do you have to dilute it with water? Or anything?
No, it's straight at the bottom.
So you a little bit before that's the me coming to that's what school was doing. Black with the kids diluted, make your own little batch.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like people done made the little brand. So you got like
Yeah.
really Jacoby really is like the perfect person to kind of like who be up to like he'll let you know, hey, this one come out. Hey, I like
Facts.
this one, trying stuff. So it's kind of like you got my favorite barber. Smash had a
Tune 45. OG.
Tune 45. Those are
45.
the popular ones, man.
How is that Tune 45? I never really got into it, but does it work? Is it?
I like it. I mean, the enhancement itself is a good enhancement, but the only thing I don't like about it that it stains your airbrush gun. No matter how much you clean it, it's going to stain it. It's going to clog it up.
So even if you put it in in the gun, and then as soon as you're done with that service, put
Right.
the alcohol in. It's
Yeah, it's still gonna
Yeah.
eventually.
They do. And I'm using something I seen online. It's like I be scrolling and I see the guy in the shampoo bowl and it ain't supposed to wash away. I think it's called like Focus or
Flow.
Is that cap?
Flow.
Flow.
I'm using
Well,
Flow right
You
now.
using it? Does it work?
To-
Because I seen the video and I had a client say, "Hey man, make my hair kind of like I'm coming to."
I'm
Yeah,
my hair look like this. He's
yeah.
like, "Man, is it gonna stay in for 3-4 days?"
And I'm using Flow
Yo,
as the enhancement along with the holding spray of what's the
hair
water,
illusion, water
hair
resistant.
illusion, water resistant on top of the Flow to try to make sure it lasts a little longer. So it's a lot of hoops we got to jump through in order to meet.
And the crazy part is a lot of the clients be wanting to be like, it's not permanent. It's gonna
Facts.
eventually
It's
wash
semi-permanent.
out. Like
Yeah.
they were like, if I get it wet, if I sweat, I'm like, it might come out a little bit, but it's not permanent. Like so they be thinking it's gonna be permanent. I say it should last you at least 3 to 4 days. If you get that out of it, that's cool. But you shouldn't be trying to keep that enhancement in your head for about 2 weeks
But if
until
you
your
doing-
next
I just feel
haircut.
like you doing a lot of sweating, man. You don't need on the hair. I feel
Yeah, that's
I tell
true.
people, enhancement really works, especially in Texas in the wintertime. Get that enhancement, big guy. In the summertime, you good. Yeah, you know, you might need it. It depends on what you got going.
Oh, wow.
You're going to
Especially if you're a
wedding,
sweater.
Get the little, you know, you got to take some pictures. Get the little sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just kind of chilling, you just getting the haircut because you just wanted to, you all right. But even if you give them the right cut, it's still, even when I tell them, okay, it's gonna watch out. Yeah, it might wash out, but big dog, the cut. You see the cut before I put it on there. You
Yeah.
good. This is the cut.
right.
That's the
right.
cut.
Okay, that's it. Well, you good. It's just going just a little, you know.
And while I'm sitting here listening to them versus where we come from,
Yeah.
the black ice in the can. I'm talking about like 06 ish. You know what I'm saying?
Black
Always.
1920.
It was
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black ice. You got this. You got the Beijing
They were using charcoal.
that actually did stick as a stainer on the skin. So listening to them and we still in the same realm, sound like the client is trying to get what was given then with the time that they didn't want to pay for versus the microwave now. I gotta finish my sentence. I ain't gotta finish my
You ain't
sentence.
got crazy.
I ain't got they
Look, I know where you're
right.
going.
You know what I'm saying?
I already know where you're going with it. And we had to, not that they didn't get it from the mud, but I had to sit in barbershops. I'm sure you said it before I even got to a point. Hey man, can I just watch you cut? I used to lie and say, you know, in a busy barbershop,
Yeah, before YouTube.
years before YouTube, I would just sit in the waiting area. Hey man, you up next? Nah, I'm waiting on somebody. They come to get me. But all the while, I'm watching to see if I can get better. Yeah.
That's what the game missing. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, the game missing. What it is when the barbers come in and just
Shadow.
yeah, but
Kinda like shadow on my-
in barber school,
Apprentice.
apprentice.
Yeah.
That's what it's
'Cause
missing.
To be
They need
honest,
to do 500 on book, 500 on the flow, 500 on the
Well,
apprentice.
Texas don't allow you to do apprentice, right?
They don't,
Yeah,
but they
where I'm
need to.
from, in California Bay Area, you could be like a
Matter of fact, I'm so close to apprenticeship. Montana, the only one that I haven't done. But these three know. Anytime somebody come in, I had a station on my left and on my right. They kind of like monitor. I don't care how good you is. Like even with the clippers, I got to monitor professionalism. You know, adjustment. Like it's more than just cutting hair. And apprenticeships, I think that's what the game missing.
I like that. So the game is missing apprenticeship. And let me ask you, when it comes down to training, when it comes down to leadership, I see a lot. We've been on tour talking about this, so y'all getting some of this too. The game is lacking leadership. It's lacking mentorship. You have guys that feel as if they can come straight out of barber college and just go through the roof without the proper steps,
Right.
right? So how do you look at that and say, man, I'm a big different here at Legacy of Barbers because I know barbers want to come work at the shop. How are you changing your system when it comes down to that particular
Leadership. But in order to be a good leader, you gotta be a good follower. I was a follower for a long time, and that ain't no downplay on your success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can give a lot of people a shout out from Mississippi to Texas to surrounding areas that really created me as an entrepreneur. So even when that example I gave, I got one on my left, one on my right, it ain't just me as going out and be like, XYZ do this, do this. It turn around like Jacob, like they know some stuff.
They do.
They keep me current while I give them history so we can meet right in the middle where it need to be. So
I've never seen that before. You got a barber on your right, barber on your left, like, or you got a saying you have a chair on your right, chair on your left. Walk me through that so I can kind of know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally like boom, 3. I'm the middle barber, and I have my most 2 current people
On both sides.
on both sides.
And you
My
just monitoring that.
Yeah. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than me though. It ain't for the end game. It ain't for them to do what it takes to appease me or none of that nature. Because the end game is for the name of the shop is Legacy of Barbers. So if I'm passed away, dead and gone, guess what they got to do?
They got to pay it
They
forward.
got to carry on,
Yeah.
and use your gifts. You know what I'm saying? In the good book in the Bible say use your gifts, and my gifts should help they gifts to their gifts should help the next gifts.
That's a play. And it shows you got longevity here. Most shop owners can say,
Yeah, we family.
yeah, y'all family. You can feel the vibe. You can feel the culture here is set for greatness. It's set for greatness.
I hope so.
It's set for greatness. Let's kind of turn the corner here because one thing that is helping and hurting at the same time. We heard this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The statement was barber suicide.
What's that?
I'm about to break it down.
Okay.
I'm about to break it down. So, how do you all handle burnout? Because you can only cut so many heads for so long.
Right.
How do you handle burnout? Right? And when I say barber suicide, there's so many barbers that are in a space where they're trying to outdo their counterparts, but they don't have a plan. They don't have a strategy. They don't have a system.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, how do you all handle burnout?
I ain't gonna lie, man. If I would buy some new clippers.
Yeah,
Keep the buck. Like
What?
if I get to the point to where I feel like, man, I'm just kind of, I need that new little spark. I'll go get some new clippers. I'll go some new edges. I might come in here, turn my whole station down, and rebuild it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just little things to where you like, say you off on a Monday, you thinking like, man, I got the new clippers. I can't wait to go to work. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't wait to try the things out. I got the new enhancement. I wonder how I'm gonna, or I might add a new service. Like, you gotta kind of, I mean, that's in life. You gotta always spice things up. If you continue to do the same thing over and over, everybody's gonna get burnt out. People get burnt out in the real world. You know what I'm saying?
So your burnout is mundane. Like you get burned out from just doing the same thing every day, every week,
You know
every
what I'm
month.
saying? To where it's like, oh, you was about to
No,
go
no,
ahead.
I was agreeing.
Oh yeah, like that's just how I feel. Like, I mean, but everybody's different. You see what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I feel like with the barber thing, like it's kind of hard to get burnt out nowadays. I feel like
You think so?
I do think so because it's so much. So think about it, like even back, not to call y'all too because y'all ain't too much older, but y'all old over there. So
Well, I
not
never
to,
told my
you know what I'm
age, but it's
saying?
cool, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all old. So
Big guy.
like
Yeah.
even back then, it was kind of like you was watching the people in your shop.
Yeah.
Maybe in the city, barber up the street. Nowadays, like I'm watching people around me, and I got the barber up the street, but then I also got
Mm-hmm.
barbers and like, you know what I'm saying, the smashes, the LZLs, and the, you know what I'm saying, the Wayne cut me up. So I'm like, man, he cold. Oh man, all right, you know what I'm saying, and it's kind of like use that to kind of push you. You know what I'm saying? Not to I want to be like that, but it's like, man, I'm trying to get my face like that,
And then
and it's
also,
kind of
also too, how can you get burnt out when you're supposed to be growing every day? When you growing and learning every day, you shouldn't get burnt out. Like it's always be take a picture of your cut, look at it. It's always something that you can always do better because ain't no such thing as a perfect haircut.
Well, let me ask you this. What happens if you are fully booked every single day for 3, 4, 6 months out? Do you think then you will be burnt out? Do you think then you will have that, man, I need a break. I need to have that self-care, because no, there's no perfect fade. Well, I won't say there's no perfect fade. Your fade is what you make it. I'll say it that way, right? But how do you take care of you? Because you are only as good as you put the time into, self-care. in that particular way.
But you being booked like that, you should have it in your schedule to automatically make time for yourself. You
Facts.
shouldn't just book yourself out like that.
That's good.
Like, take a day or two.
That's good.
Like, you shouldn't book yourself like that anyway. Even if you like, even throughout your week, hey, probably in the middle of my day on a Wednesday, I might just take an hour off, just to do whatever I need to do, or even 2 hours just to, even just if you just sit up here just chill, not even cutting hair. I just want to talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that can be time to yourself, just not cutting hair.
Yeah, booked out is exactly what your schedule. What if you working from 9 to 9, 12 hours? If you booked out, the basis of the layout is on you.
Isn't that the goal?
You
though?
shouldn't be working
You booked
12
out like
hours.
that?
You
That's
shouldn't
the
be
goal,
working.
right?
Yeah, that's the goal. Like,
That's the goal.
I just feel like you
And
booked
when-
out. Chris.
The goal is to be
burnt out.
booked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like, you burnt out. Like, it's
It's a-
always so much to learn. Like,
It's
But-
a thing.
no, it's definitely a
It's a
thing.
thing.
I do.
With the burnt out thing, like your clients, your people won't let you like stop.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
Nah,
they don't care about
They ain't
that.
care nothing about that. Oh, you having a baby? All right, can you cut me when she have it?
Yeah. What
Like,
time
yeah,
you
I
in the
know you.
hospital?
Yeah, I'll pull up to the hospital, big
They
dog. I
gonna
can
come
really,
get you from the house.
I can really pull
What?
up there. You think they'll let me get you there? Like, they don't care,
Like,
man.
hopefully they gonna want to come to mass.
Yeah.
I put my mask, you put your mask.
Yeah, bro. I need my haircut.
But it's crazy because burnout is a thing. I'm listening to y'all talk, and I think maybe it's how long you've been cutting. Maybe that's a thing.
That could be it too.
That could be a thing, right? And now, this is what, I don't know how you feel about this, but barbers now, they got other hustles, other streams within the industry. Not saying I'm working here and then I have a 9 to 5 or 6 to 12, what that looks like. But now is the time that every barber in here that I'm looking at, you're more than a barber. There's other gifts within this industry, right?
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To have several streams of income, yeah. All forms of income can't be active income. You need some different type of residuals. So that's fair. However, when it comes back to your bread and butter, where do you really stand with it? So
Like you can't have multiple streams of income if your first stream of income won't bring you more produce.
yeah,
How you feel like you can get multiple streams of income to make your
yeah,
how you gonna do that?
yeah.
Working first.
Where's your foundation?
You gotta have some did numbers at first. I can see like, okay, I can do this, I can do that. Add this, make numbers. But if you you gotta start somewhere first. You know what I'm saying?
I do. But I do think that there's levels to it.
Yeah,
When you get to a certain point to where your first priority, which is behind the chair, you cutting through the roof. I think that at that point, then you'll see, hey man,
Exactly.
I need to make another play.
Exactly.
I need to make another play.
yeah. It's a
Now,
window.
Yeah, it's a window.
Yeah.
It's a window.
Yeah,
But-
and if you could do this,
Mhm.
and this is on some barbers entrepreneur stuff. If you can do whatever you sign up to be as an entrepreneur, you can do it to the point that you can pay your personal bills without working another job, and you hit comfort. I'm talking about personal bills. I'm trying to put a little bit to the side. I'm talking about all the variables that come with the same thing that you're doing 9 to 5.
Sure.
It's time to add another stream of income. It's the same difference.
Yeah, because we had this conversation yesterday where we talked to someone who is doing very well for themselves.
Mhm.
And one of the things that they express is that a real solid barber
Mhm.
can make easy 6 figures.
Yeah.
Easy 6 figures.
And it's on every level. So I mean, the more affordable ones, I have to work more hours to get the same bag. While the ones who charge more higher end based on whatever got them there, they have to work less hours. But it's 6 figures on every level. I'm talking about a kid, a dude can cut strictly kids.
You think so? Strictly kids? 6
Strict.
figures?
The average kid haircut is what?
$40.
$40. Now you
40.
spend that about 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I ain't finna pull my calculator out. You do that, and that's just 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's 50 hours. That's a little bit more than the average 40-hour late. I ain't gonna say lazy, but entrepreneur, you can't do 40 hours and expect to get.
Yeah.
They paying people 40 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that should be a red flag right there. If you're working a 40-hour work week as an entrepreneur, you're still technically an employee in my eyes. If you ain't busting more than 40 hours towards your grind, even when you slow, you need to be trying to figure out what's the other variable as to why I'm slow. What can I do when I'm slow? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sitting on your behind. If you can do that, it could be a strictly kid barber that can blow up on 6 figures for 40 hours.
That'd be
$40.
tough. Like, hey, bro, I don't
agree with that.
I'm about to say
The
I don't
math is
cook.
math.
The math is math. So what is the average price you all think? Because you know pricing in the game now is different. You got some barbers that's charging high end. You got some barbers that's charging on the, I guess you could say on the low end. What do you think? Because clients don't understand. Let's put it this way. Funerals, proms, weddings, emergency cuts, celebrities, whatever, however you want to list them. We the first, we the go-to.
We go to.
We the go-to. But you got some celebrities and you got just working class citizens. They don't like to pay. What do you think the average price point should be for a haircut in general? Before you answer, take out what y'all charge here.
So don't even say what we charge, just the average.
You don't have to say but just what do you think the average price point should be for
in general.
In general.
That's a lot of variables that go into it. It depends on how good you are.
I don't feel like that.
No, we will take the variables out.
Take the variables out?
Take all variables
Yeah.
out. What do you think a haircut
If it was a
should be?
perfect utopia industry, perfect, what should it be?
50.
$50?
That's adult.
You gonna say 55? Now let me break it down. Is that just a haircut and
No,
a beard, or is it just like what is it? What are we
Haircut.
talking?
I guess haircut and beard just starting out.
At $50.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I don't get the option.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's
do
all
that.
included for you.
It's all included.
Everything's included. You sit
Got it.
down in this chair, just the price.
Got it.
So, because when you give the options like, oh, haircut and beard, and they'll be like, oh, well, they can. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So I feel like I don't feel like you should charge based off how good you are. Because if people charge how good you are, then you get them barbers that be like, yeah, I'll charge $100 a cut. But what are you charging? Because you feel like that, or I feel like you should charge off demand.
There you go.
No,
Demand.
Charge off demand?
Demand,
But
but
just-
just where the money at.
Just because
if
you
you
demand,
not,
don't mean you good.
yeah,
Facts.
like you see what I'm saying. I might feel like I feel like you know what I mean. I might feel like I'm that guy,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I charge 100, and I cut 3 cuts a week.
That's
Am I really
but
that
like
guy?
you said, you feel.
I feel like I'm that.
But when you know-
if I'm booked out 3 to 6 months, and I'm charging 50, you need to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
demand is
booked
there.
out 3 to 6 months, I'm talking about like you go on your books, everything's already.
Yeah.
Hey man, I try to book you for next 3 months. You booked up. You need to be at 60, 70.
Yep.
Because now you're gonna weed some people out
Got it.
that might not feel like you can afford them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And do you really want them people?
And then in addition to that, the money will speak. So if you are charging 50 and they tipping you 10, showing you that you worth 60, that's your next price point. But when you charge 60, they go tip you on that.
So how do y'all feel about the barbers who's charging $100?
I mean,
That's all I say. Get that money.
Get that money?
I feel like
Yeah.
you charge at 100, you got other income strands. So it's like
Yeah.
now you really just charge for my time. Like I really don't feel like cutting, but I'll pull up for that 100. Anybody can pull up for the 100. You know what I'm saying? But and that's cool. You get to that point, you know, some are like,
but low
I
key,
didn't hit people over the head. I didn't hit them over the head, like, cause sometimes I can charge for convenience too. That's what I'm saying. Cause demand and convenience. If they coming to you, they booking, they know you can cut. You know what I'm saying? Once you in the game, they know once you know you can cut. Now it's any outside of. That's where I can kind of make my money. I ain't gonna charge you extra if I put a razor on you. That's what they used to do back in the day.
Sure.
I'll line you up. Hey, can I get the razor? Hey, it's an extra $3.
yeah, we bundle that
Like
now.
everything all like, hey, oh yeah, get the razor. Hey, bro, everything
So ain't
come
no
with
a
it.
la carte. This is
No,
all-
it makes it
Everything
easier.
come with it.
It makes it easier.
Makes it easier.
Yeah.
Service, and we don't deduct it if you don't want
And
it.
then, and to be honest, I would rather do all that stuff to your hair
Anyway.
because that's my product leaving the shop. I don't want you to.
Facts.
I don't want a razor. I don't want this and I want that. Now, like I half-assed your haircut, you walking out the shop like that.
Mhm.
So it's all included.
Yeah, it's all included.
Yeah, they look. If you go to a service industry, let's say if you say I don't want no tomatoes, they're not gonna charge you less. That's it. That's all I got.
You want a haircut, you don't want the beard. It's still the same.
It's still the same price. So you might want to grow that stubble.
Might want to go ahead and
You might not want to.
Yeah.
So use some Andes this week because I got you this week because I'm still gonna charge you the same
So
price.
what about if they say, I just want to taper the sides and the back, nothing off the top?
That's a
full
haircut.
price?
That's a
full
haircut.
price. The
That's a
fade,
haircut, bro.
That's a haircut.
the fade is the haircut.
The fade is the
That's
haircut.
where my artistry come in there for real.
I got you.
That's
Fade
why
is
they
the
can
haircut.
book an edge up separately.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
So we're now in the industry. Well, we're in this industry, and now what's entering into the industry is AI, right? Not that we're gonna get replaced, because I don't think we'll ever get replaced.
Nah.
But we have AI. Of course, we have social media. We got all those things. How significant does social media play in your cut game, into your business?
It's a lot.
I feel like they don't play up. It's alright.
It's all right.
Shit. I mean,
Like,
shoot.
everybody see that crap. You don't know who watching you, all that. So like, you do a lot because it kind of hype you up too. Kind of boost your self-esteem, all that. Be like, man, I'm gonna flex. I'm gonna do it.
I feel like everybody, you sharing your videos and stuff. Everybody just, they want to see it, but that don't mean they spend the money. You know what I'm saying? You really want to do something to make people spend, and make them get out there, go book. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, social media cool to a certain extent.
But it's not the end all be all for you.
Nah, you gotta be a foot soldier. You gotta be out here in the streets, word of mouth, travel fast in the speed of light. You gotta get out here and promote yourself. Hey man, how you doing? My name da da da.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Come check me out. Your first haircut free. You gotta tell people you giving free haircuts to make them do come sit in your church.
Now, for me,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say,
I'll say
I was
social
gonna say,
media.
This is actually a good conversation.
Yeah.
Because some would argue that.
I love social
Yeah, I
media.
love social media.
I love it.
Some would argue that.
Like I
The
only
basis.
I ain't say social media bad. I
No,
said
no,
to
no.
a certain
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
You a foot soldier. That's what you said. First haircut free.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
First haircut free.
Yeah, I only get people off of Instagram. I don't even have I don't have no Facebook. Like I don't promote on Snapchat. I really just barely got a TikTok, but I still don't. I only use that. to
You
look
don't
up
even
food.
got the booking app that cross.
Yeah, I never even
like-
had the cut app.
Yeah.
But like I never had none of those. Like I wish I ain't a lot looking back at it. I'd be kind of looking at school like, why you ain't tell me about Style Seat, Brody? Like I went there thugging you. I'm on Square Up playing $30 a month. They ain't bring me no clients, and then eventually it got free.
Right.
But it kind of like I just push social media.
Gotcha. So you don't have a booking site that you use.
I used to Square Up.
You use Square.
I use Square. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But that's directly based off of put that in the link.
Yeah.
Like I think I watched an interview with Wallow. It might be one of my but Wallow was like, man, you got to use that link. That's it. The link. Hey, hit the link.
Yeah,
Hit the link. Booking everything. That's how you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like I used to just post and get like, you know, so you get like 12 likes, you start seeing the likes and stuff like that. But then the more you post and you start to see like, hey, okay, hey bro, how you come here? You been, oh man, I found you on Instagram. Oh shit, okay. So now I'm like, damn, all right, damn, that worked.
Mhm.
It might have been a haircut I really wasn't even feeling. Oh, but then that's when you get a lot of people that just moved here. But for me, those are people that I want. That means you went and took your time out to look for what you wanted. Cause this price point over here is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It might not be over there. You can go walk in the barbershop, get you for the 20. You know? You see, we all laugh. So you know what I'm saying? You know, you can get that. But you know, if you come over here, it's kind of like you see, and it's like, damn, okay, yeah, he really chopping like that. All right, cool. Then it gets to it's all word of mouth. That's just like Rio name. Rio did it. Hey, bro, who cut your hair? Shit, Rio did it. You know, that's always like that. But a lot of the times, like people not walking in the barbershops like that no more. Because it's just like I said, TikTok. Like when I go get if I go to California tomorrow, I'm getting on TikTok and I'm gonna be like food in California.
Fact.
Food in Los Angeles. It's gonna show me all the popular. So what makes I think somebody moving to Dallas barbers.
Yeah, social media.
That's the thing, like Instagram and stuff. Like, see, when you get on the internet, the first thing you're gonna do is go on your Safari. You're gonna search whatever near me. So you gotta. I really feel like Instagram, like I said, play a part, but like I really need to do something like Google. You need to have like something on Google. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can find you in the Safari, like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that would be better because people just so fast to just try to find something near me. So if you could do that, it's a lot of ways you can, you know what I'm saying, other than social media.
But like social media, like with Facebook, Instagram, you got your people, you got your support system and stuff. They gonna share your stuff and like share your stuff so you can get that full support. You gonna get more clientele and all that. Like you'll get DMs from people you don't even know. And like they be like, "Hey, bro, you couldn't?" Yeah, bro, I'm cutting. And then like sometimes they'll probably be a house call. They might bless your game just to go to them. So I like social media.
Yeah, me too. I get a lot of I get other barbers send me clients from social media. Like, hey, I just moved from so and so. My barber told me to come to you.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
so I get a lot of that from social media too. So
Social media is the new digital resume, and any entrepreneur who runs from it, they're not ready to be an entrepreneur because you ain't turning in a resume to your employer, and as an entrepreneur, your employer is indirectly your clientele or whoever you get in for profit. You need a social media,
You definitely need a social media platform, social media presence.
an active one.
Actively. And the reason why I say social media is a big play because it's gonna reach people that you don't even know.
Facts.
It's gonna reach people that you DMs, like my man said, you're gonna get DMs, you're gonna get, let's say you're hosting classes. Let's say you're hosting a course, right? So social media plays a major role, but I just don't like the cap on social media. I just don't like, the barbers who are portraying to be really who they're not.
Yeah.
from Photoshop barbers.
Photoshop barbers, but you know what's crazy? It's working.
It's working. I mean,
It's
they doing what they gotta do to get
It'll
the profit,
work for a
the
second.
profit generating. Yeah,
It'll work to get that client in
but it ain't gonna last.
I be seeing them sharpen images.
It ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying?
Like you might Photoshop,
Sharpen
you might come sit in your
videos.
chair.
Yeah.
Is he gonna come back though? That's
Yeah.
where the money at.
Yeah.
I get like the money is the
Yeah,
you
your
know what I'm
client,
saying?
your client
lock in
retention.
that client that might be there. Now you can lock him. Hey, bro, you want to come every week at 1? Yeah, it's perfect, bro. Now you look on your Thursday, yo. You look, it's already 6 people that come every week or every 2 weeks. So now the people that want the stragglers, they gotta fill in. Because now they really, then you lock them in. That's when you become 3 to 6 months booked. Now people like, dang, he booked up fast. Let me go ahead and book for next week. That'd be
Yeah,
the goal.
cause see that catfish, we ain't have to go through that. So this new energy to where they can fake it till they make it, they're not gonna make it because they faking it too much. They clientele retention will not generate because the fabricated money that they getting from being fake.
Yeah.
We ain't had the luxury of skipping that process. We actually had to go through the barrels and get beat upside the head when we did wrong. Like, you messed up my edge up, you messed up my taper, and it made you better. It's like hitting the sword and molding the sword for battle. And they can fake it now and stab you with a fake knife.
Fake knife is crazy.
Stab you with a fake knife. They
with a
expect to
fake
kill
knife.
something. They can't kill nothing with that.
Word.
I had to go through it, man. I had to
monkey
get embarrassed.
flying.
I had to get embarrassed. I had to get about family, friends, strangers, and you just you get built different when it's from the mud.
Like shit, my brother was say like, hey bro, you push my line up there. I ain't even push it back. No, I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just trying to make sure you on point. That's a bad either.
Yeah.
That's it. And when you get it from the mud, and when you have that type of feedback, it definitely makes you a whole nother. It's like it put a different grind in it. It put a different engine in it. You know what I mean? You got some guys out here, they're pushing out Rolls Royce work as far as fabricating it, but they really are Chrysler 300
with the filters.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like it's like
Yeah.
it's okay for a while, but you're gonna get found out, right? And so for me, I'm seeing a lot in the industry that is changing. The game is changing. It's totally different now from when we were, starting out. It's
Big
totally
change.
different. And the younger barbers have a bigger advantage. That's just a fact.
I mean, it's one thing about school though. I just feel like you got to find your target market.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
That's
so
important.
You are aiming for those younger clients, then yeah, you got to be worried about them younger barbers. And I kind of want people my age. Like, I kind of want you to get in my chair. We could talk about Proud Family. If I want to talk about wrestling, maybe if I want to talk about The Rock with you, or you know what I'm saying? You know The Rock. I don't know who that is. What? Like, all right, bro, cool. Like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the ones. I got ones that I was cutting since they was probably 13. They probably 20 now. That's different. You can kind of grow with them, but a 20-year-old, if I'm telling them Hey, I charge this, man. You charge what? But if I tell a 34-year-old, 35 grown man, like, hey, bro, I charge what's called, he gonna be like, damn, all right, so you probably charge. He might raise a red flag at first, but then you come sit down, like my boy Chop said, I might be like, but you know what? Come get a haircut. I got you for the first free.
So do you think the younger barbers, not the younger barbers, but the younger clients have a problem, 20, 25, they have a problem with your price point?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that because they out here, these young dudes get it is a different time, so I ain't gonna even make because these young dudes they get money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different avenues to where this phone powerful to where we had to kind of learn stuff, just like you said, footwork, going to another barber from other people. And these dudes they learning off their phone, so that's why they feel they coming into the game. They might feel a little bit more advanced. They might have been on watching 360 Jizzy and these top YouTube dudes since 13. Get 18, they feel like, oh yeah, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? They get in the barbershop and don't really know how to interact with barbers. See, that's what I like. I like coming in here and looking next to me like, oh, Blenn's going crazy today. Oh, he got me messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my head. And that might just be competition, just like as far as playing sports and stuff, but it's a friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we hooping, 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he going crazy. Like, yeah, let's dish him the ball, but you know, hey, next game I'm trying to go crazy too. So it's just kind of like that, and that's a lot of younger barbers they don't really got that. They just be like, yeah, y'all hating on me, and all the barbers be hating though. It's just a.
So let's get into it. Do you think the younger barbers hating on the older barbers, or is it the other way around?
Oh, it definitely be the older hating on you.
Yeah, it's the older.
The older hating on
because I don't think younger barbers be
describe it.
I don't think younger barbers be worried about the old heads.
Describe it. That's an answer, but what's the definition?
For one, from my view, I don't know. I think it's all a game. Yeah, it's me. It's all a game. My feed. I'm like one of the type of people I observe. Like I take some feedback. I take some negative and all that, but like I'm taking this game. I'm just gonna go hard. I'm just gonna become a harder beast. That's how I'm gonna do.
So you take it that way.
Yeah.
But you a different breed.
Yeah.
You're a different breed. It's some real barber beef going on right now.
It is.
And I give my answer last if we get to it. But it's really
it's
crazy.
It's the old school barbers hating on those because it go from the corded to the cordless.
They don't like
enhancement, no enhancement.
Like we made it easier. Like we taking
shortcuts.
They feel like we taking
like y'all know how y'all was like
so it used to take them an hour to cut a 12-year-old back in the gap. You know what I'm saying? Now it take us 30 minutes, and they just look at you like, yeah, it's clean and all, but you missing something. It's something.
Nah, I think that's opposite. I think back in the day, it took them old 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Because they had them blades. They was cutting with them blades.
I feel like they taking a little bit young. They took them a little bit younger. A little bit.
Get the little cup with the suds and stuff in there, put the hot towel and do all that stuff. You was a kid. They do all that.
Man, think about the haircuts we was getting as kids.
I'm
go
gonna
back
tell
and look
you,
at your kid.
We wasn't getting faded like they didn't get
They
a
wasn't
ball
like
fade, even all around, or a taper.
I'm gonna tell you, 30
That's
minutes
it.
for $15.
Nowadays, these kids getting dropped. They getting grown man haircuts.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They getting nowadays
Sitting in
these
this
kids
chair.
getting grown man haircuts.
I've
You
been
get
cutting.
all even
So
against the
let me ask
grain.
you this. Let me ask you this. You said something, and you said that it's the OGs hating on the younger barbers. You don't think
That's
young
what you
barbers? You don't think younger barbers is hating on the OG barbers?
For what?
For what?
Well, we gotta hate.
Let me ask you this. Prior to this generation, I hadn't seen this. But what generation don't respect their elders? Because in this industry, we're elders and we're trying to walk y'all through the process. We're not saying don't do what you're doing. We're saying add what we did to what y'all doing so y'all can be that much more better.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with that,
But
we
it come off as hate. Why you doing that, young man?
When you saying like, you know, guards, no guards, like, you know what I'm saying? All that cordless, enhancement, no hand, all this, y'all need that enhancement to cut her. Oh, y'all need, we don't need it.
And that go back to what he said earlier, how they abuse the enhancements. So us as OGs, we see the younger generation abusing it without knowing how to cut.
I see the older generation abusing the enhancement.
Because we don't know how to use. Go. We know how to cut, but we don't know how to use. Go ahead.
It's new. They don't know how to use it.
But we know how to cut.
They know how to cut. But that when they do
What would you rather have? Would you rather have a super dope cut game without the enhancements, or an average cut game, but you loading them enhancements up? What would you rather have?
I like to do it all, bro. I don't want to go one way. I don't want to be like,
but you dodging the question, bro.
Yeah, you
so
see
if my
that.
client come in and say they want enhancements, I want to be able to provide enhancements.
But what I'm asking is, what would you rather have if you had to choose? What would you rather have? A super dope cut game, or you just solid with just
Chop.
you know how to enhance that thing up.
Head busts or slaps.
Solid cut game.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? And so, yeah. And so when I think about the new age versus the OG, I have no problem with the younger barbers at all.
Mm-mm.
The problem I have with the younger barbers, respectfully, is that it's almost like y'all been here before. Mentally, y'all think that y'all been here before, and y'all think that y'all can do it better.
Yeah.
That's what y'all think. Yeah. And not only do y'all think that, but man, we didn't pave the way for y'all to be here.
Oh, absolutely, y'all have paid the way, but that don't mean we ain't got better.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, we can go there.
That don't mean we ain't got better. Like,
I want to go there. We can go there because this is the first barbershop on our tour where we really dive deep into this conversation.
Yeah, let's
Because
dive.
it's-
They've been dodging.
Let's dive. We don't dodge
You know what I
nothing.
mean? So let's talk. Let's dive deep into it.
it's a lot of OGs out there that can cut. I'm talking about cold, but it's some that be they think they like that,
And we can say that about the youth.
Yeah, y'all can,
All right,
but
so
this
what's
is
the-
my
what-
opinion.
So what's the next point?
That's just my opinion.
We saying the same thing.
But I mean, you can look and see, but you already know.
Because we can look at the old school.
Yeah,
like,
just-
y'all might be doing this with the enhancement, using it wrong, and looking at us like y'all doing too much. So see, the older people look at us like y'all just packing enhancements on the haircut, sitting out the door like, yeah, he cool. And like then when you get out there and start sweating, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, looking crazy. So that's how the older people look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it's, because from your statement, they think they know it all.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's barbering, whether it's your kids. And I think, well, I know everybody said Montana, you don't have kids, right? Our kids think they know more than we do. And a lot of that, and I mean, I think we thought we did when we was kids, but the advances of now, technologies, personal hand devices, and all these other, they think they know more because they're encountering more without the input of actual
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Social, it's fake.
Got lucky one.
The interaction is fake.
And also,
No.
and look, also, you have to think about this. It's like the interaction is fake, and I'm gonna tell you where we can give y'all some game. Y'all can cut, respectfully. Y'all can cut. I'm not taking nothing away from the younger barbers. I'm gonna tell you where I think we got y'all right. Not even that it's a competition, but some younger barbers, they lack customer service.
Strong.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's how I grew my whole entire like my entire business. Customer service. Cut game is there. We're blessed to have a cut game. But that's where we winning at. And then when we try to teach y'all, nah, bro, get out of here. School trip, OG.
Customer service requires the interaction, the exercise of interaction.
Mhm.
Like you gotta get out there and actually meet people, touch people, shake hands, talk to them, sweat because it's hot outside, drive, waste gas, plant. You got to do all that outside of knowing how to cut, outside of sitting there on your butt on social media and hoping somebody walk through whatever sweet barbershop or house call or home cuts that you do. If you ain't moving and you ain't interacting, you ain't growing. I done been there. I done seen it. Outside of me, that's what I learned. That's what happened before me, and that's how I'm still here today.
To this day.
To the day,
To the day.
like you gotta get up off your butt. If you slow on a Saturday for 2 hours, an hour and a half of that should have went to the streets. An average lunch break on a regular job is how long?
5 hours.
An hour. At worst is at 30 minutes. If you on your butt more than the average lunch break at a 9 to 5, you should have been gone somewhere trying to figure out why you slow.
100%.
I'm telling you.
100%. But the I would say to add to that
Yes, sir.
is that the grind is totally different
For
the younger barbers. We have that mindset.
we do.
They want it quick. They want it easy. They want it fast. They want it yesterday.
This they era.
Yeah, this their era. Some things don't belong in the microwave. Some things belong in the
That's
oven.
true.
Everything is
So it
quicker.
can cook better.
Yeah.
So it tastes better.
Everything is quicker and faster. Phone calls are quicker because they got cell phones. We had house phones. We had to worry about somebody, your mom picking it. Everything is quicker now. We had to wait for a ride. Even if we called a taxi, they got Uber. Like everything is quicker. So to not acknowledge the original ways of how we got to where we at, you low key disrespecting yourself. It ain't even about us because we good. You good, I'm good. OGs, we good. To be in the moment that they in their 20s, early 30s, you should be eating up. How did this industry? You should be doing your homework. I'm talking about like who was the first barber. Like you should be doing homework to see how we got to 2024.
100%. So how y'all feel about
Facts.
the grind? How y'all feel about the way y'all approach the grind versus?
I feel like if the barbers coming down respected the grind more,
Yep.
they wouldn't need no extra job. They wouldn't need if you just sit in the shop instead of trying to, I ain't cutting, I gotta leave to go home, I gotta go do this. Sit in the shop. You be the first one to open it up.
Yep.
And you be the last one to leave.
Yep.
That's what we was taught. That's how we became booked. Like that's how
Yep.
you have to be. But you ain't gonna never achieve that if your mind is somewhere else. You gotta dedicate. Starting out, you gotta dedicate. This gotta be your life, or they gonna give back to you.
Yeah,
you gotta
you
give you.
Like,
You gotta.
you gotta, like you said, you gotta put the work in. You gotta go out there and try to. You gotta come to work with a purpose. Like that's why I send them free haircuts. If I come to work and everybody cutting her around me and I'm not cutting her, I call somebody to tell them to let me give them a haircut. Just so I can be busy. I don't even care about the money.
Cause like me, when I
They'll
went,
come back for it. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back and pay for it later.
yeah, true. Cause like me, when I first got into the shop and everybody was cutting but me, that motivated me. I said I want to be like that. It didn't discourage me. That cause when I came, I thought I was cutting good when I first came. Then when I came in, I saw Rio done. I saw them cutting. I was like, nah, I'm trying to be like them. It was automatically. I gotta step my game up. It wasn't no. I just had to get better. Like it wasn't nothing like that.
Man, it's so crazy because y'all different. Y'all young, but y'all different. But when I look at overall the barber industry and the beef, I see it every day on the ground. I see it every day. I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing too. I can post something and it can go through the roof, and somebody can take that same thing that I post, whether it's a statement, whatever, and it'll go even crazier. And then they'll make it seem like they was the ones who owned that same post. Like, I got it. I'm the one who said it first. That's the only thing for me that one of my posts got 1 million views. And now they're trying to say, oh, yeah, bro, I'm the one who came up with this concept. Nah, I came up with it first. Some young cats. That's my problem, man. I came up with this first. It's evident. But it's respect because I know who I am. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable in who I am. We had to get it out the mud, like we keep saying, because man, that was pressure.
I wonder if they probably need to start patenting a way that we can copyright
On social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, like register it or copyright it.
Well, a lot of stuff is like redone. You know what I'm saying? When you see some 9 times out of 10, it's a remake or it's a redo. It's not. Ain't nothing really original. What's original?
I agree.
Everything's been done before.
I do feel like the older barbers be hanging on the young barbers. Not gonna lie, and I'm kind of like that middle child. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying, I'm like that middle child. I'm a 34, so I'm kind of like.
In between,
I understand the younger barbers, but I understand the OG barbers. Customer service, for sure. Like, but that's where it's kind of like you find like you gotta kind of find your lane. I know some barbers that don't talk, but they be a mean ass face. But I know some clients that'll go to a barber because of his conversation and then walk out looking exactly the same as they walked in. You see what I'm saying? Hey, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hey, why would he go in and get that haircut? Yeah. He's not going to him for the cut. He's going for the experience. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of different type of thing. But I mean, look at it like this. I don't need to see young dudes come out and being like, "Oh yeah, these old trash. Oh yeah, they not doing the right thing." It just really just be these young dudes coming in and they doing things their way. And like I said, it goes back to it's like like you used to go in the shop, you used to watch a barber cut. We had to do all that, but nowadays you don't gotta do all that. Just like back in the day, if y'all didn't have to do that, y'all probably wouldn't have done that. If you was able to pick your phone up and being like, "Oh, I can watch these," because what's the difference between what they're doing?
Raise my hand.
Personality, the person, yeah, of course. Now, not really social. I agree on their phones all the time and stuff like that. But it's like, why? Think about it. Older barbers be like, what are younger barbers saying about older barbers?
He trash. I can cut better than him.
But when do they say that? When they're being attacked by the older barber. You don't really know.
But it's not always that. It's not always that. It's not. You know what I was thinking about while you were talking? And I know Real got something fired.
I do. I got a question.
If we had a barber battle, let's say we had a barber battle, right? And in this barber battle is OGs versus young barbers. You can't use no enhancements. Who do you think will win?
Yeah,
depends on who.
Depends on who's in it.
Who in it?
What you mean?
The best on both sides.
Best young barber versus the best OG barber.
What's the age criteria?
Yeah, what's the age? Like it's so many variables.
See, that's
whatever
young
y'all
barbers.
think is old. My age versus y'all age.
So you
our age?
Sure.
I think the younger.
I'm old.
Yeah, I feel like we'll bust
y'all up.
We're not supposed to feel like that.
Natural. Yeah, for sure.
So y'all are telling us they're not supposed to feel like that?
No, not feel.
No. I ain't saying that. Go ahead.
Until it happens. Let's put like this. Until it happens, I feel like that.
We will bust.
Anybody like.
And you know what?
Say you get in a fight, you might be like, y'all feel like I can whoop him, get whooped. Yeah, he got something.
Why you want to get whooped though?
You got to.
No.
So instantly you're gonna be like,
so
instantly you're gonna be like,
I got one with
he can whoop me. As a man, you're gonna be like, yeah, man, he probably whoop me.
Yeah, because he older. He probably can whoop me because he older. Right?
You gotta have one thing about barber. You gotta.
No.
I know
we operate on a very thin line between confident and cocky.
We signing them up.
Some people be like on the outside, be like, oh, you're cocky, but it really just be a confidence.
That's fine.
You gotta have if you're not confident in your cut, if you're not confident in yourself, you're gonna see it in the cut.
But both.
And if you're confident and you feel like you like that, now you're being cocky. Now you're not paying homage.
It all depends.
Both sides gonna be cocky, confident, whatever the description is. When me and you a couple weeks ago, I ain't gonna say where we went. I ain't gonna say what he say when I was in there cutting. Oh, I got competition, Rio. Quick.
Was it a younger barber?
It was me.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
But you know what I'm saying? He had to go somewhere, he had some stuff to do.
Yeah.
Well, he looked at Chop. Hey, I got competition, Rio. He know the difference than when we can hit the gas ain't by how fast. I can cut fast, and we describe. We say the best young versus the best older.
That's what
I will chop you up quicker than you can blink.
You know what I think we should
You
do?
might win your round.
Yeah.
I
got faith in you, Rio. You got it. You got it, Rio.
You might win your round.
It's some more me's out there.
Man,
that's what I'm telling you.
I don't need no
However,
I ain't gonna like what Smash. Wayne cut me up.
Yeah.
Wayne cut me up was another one.
But y'all, we are outnumbered.
Yeah, but Smash and cut natural.
You can, but I'm just saying.
Everybody use enhancement.
No,
we said
no.
All them some good barbers.
No,
some good barbers.
If it was a barber back, the best fade, fastest fade,
Like whatever age y'all consider.
whatever.
What age do y'all consider old? 40 and over?
40 and over is if you over 40.
Versus 39 and under.
Oh yeah,
I'll
we're going
be
crazy.
cooking
Yeah, we're going crazy.
Y'all,
Cooking y'all, bro.
I
And
want.
that's
I would
just,
set that up.
let's do it.
You
And I-
going?
and I-
Hey,
we
we
going
going
crazy.
We're
going
see, look,
crazy,
though, I
bro.
mean,
because I'm
what are you gonna
telling
be? Hold on, because what we gonna be basing the cuts off of?
Look, they don't say. They don't like.
Yeah, because if we break it down,
Do we gotta use
break it
corded
down.
clippers? We gotta use
It
corded
don't
clippers.
matter.
No,
Like, I mean,
it
it's an old school battle.
don't
We
matter.
want child rules, so it won't be like y'all had to do this.
You
We
can
want
use-
child rules.
So the
And
client,
then when you lose, then what?
You
We just lost fair and square.
clipper, you can use whatever equipment and tool you need,
But
and
what's the
we can
categories?
too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
because you know it's categories, right? And it's crazy as categories because when you go into another sport, because I consider barbering it's a sport.
It
It's
is.
a profession, but it's still a sport.
It
You
is.
see how we talk? You see how the juices getting flowing? We
Yeah,
talk about
it's a
cutting. You
sport.
like,
That's
oh, we
that
go
one
crazy.
topic, though.
It's
That's what I'm
a
saying.
sport.
A lot of these
right?
barbers don't be in
So
cutting
when we
shape.
break down LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Don't even. LeBron's
But you see
the
what I'm
GOAT.
saying, though? You
LeBron's
see?
the GOAT. Period.
Oh, okay. Well, see,
Yeah,
you one of those.
yeah.
Yeah. What you mean?
So
Yeah.
we got what you got. You got the older ones that be
Bro,
like
it's
that be
Jordan.
like it's Jordan because he's Jordan. But at the same time, it's like, bro, LeBron that came in. It's supposed to. It's kind of like you said. It's kind of like kids. It's supposed to get better.
It is.
If you're older, the dudes under you is supposed to be better. You supposed to be like, young fella, you better.
So,
You supposed to be better.
You supposed to be better.
You're supposed to surpass.
You got more. You got more.
But I saw something. You can't say, oh well, man, you gave me the game, and I'm better than you. I don't need you no more. That's what's happening.
Why y'all
You-
wanna feel so? What you call it? What's the word?
Validated.
Included.
Why y'all feel like, why y'all
That's-
wanna
I
be
think that's what it is.
why y'all
The
wanna be
thing that I gather with electronics,
So they want to be included.
the thing I gather with
It's our time.
electronics,
Y'all had our time. Y'all old.
Like,
It's like it's easy
You
now.
ready?
It's
Yeah.
like, man, you be looking
You
like,
ready?
man, I had to walk. And y'all
oh,
got
wow, now y'all got little
I used to have to ride a horse.
That's hating.
And y'all got
Y'all hating on
cars.
Okay.
Y'all not better than me.
Can
I had it harder.
Like
Can I
we
go?
had to
Just 'cause
use
you
the
had it
can black
harder.
ice. Y'all get the. Nah, y'all hate. It ain't our
I
fault.
machines.
Just put like this.
Yeah.
I get to run across a younger barber out of nowhere, just be like, man, that old nigga trash.
All right.
Oh,
Can I?
that old
Yeah, we
dude
don't even
trash.
do that.
Can I go?
They saying that.
You even
Until
on the
it gets
internet
to the-
now.
No, they are.
It's
And it
all
goes.
on- it's all on the ground.
Probably be true.
But you know what it is? It's the barber culture. Though. And then you look at it like, okay, let's go back to when we were growing up. Y'all a little older. We used to work in the barber shops. Who are you seeing? Older men. How often did you see a younger dude at the barber shop back when we were growing up? You see what I'm saying? So nowadays it's you got the older barbers, but then you might got a little 18-year-old there who got his own motion at 18. Then this barber at, you know what I'm saying? But this barber he's been cutting for 25 years, looking like, man, you don't know what you're doing over here. You gotta do it like this. And I'm looking at this.
OG though.
But no, that's not.
Yeah, that's like
But
So
You
you
talking
want the
about
guy
generations?
that's been in the game 1 year versus the guy who been in the game 20 years.
So just because okay, let's put it like this. If I was drafted number 1, right? Boom. 1 year in the league going crazy. You've been in the league 20 years, but you've been on the bench.
Tom Brady. No, we ain't been on the bench. We in the game
Those are the barbers that
25 years.
Those are the barbers that are hating. It's not the barbers that the OG barbers that are actually like, yeah, I had my time. They're not hating.
But it's also
School.
some
It's not hate because
It's
he's
not
like,
hate.
I
'Cause
did that.
he
I
taught
don't gotta
us
hate on
There's
everything.
y'all.
also some first rounders who sit on the bench.
Who
That's a
older?
fact.
You got the
Yeah.
Geno Smiths. I'm talking
Older?
about first. I'm talking about first year rookies. You got the Geno Smiths. You got the what's the boy that went to the Browns?
But you know-
Manziels. You got people who sit on the bench
You know
first
why?
year.
'Cause
They
that
got
was
motion.
That was the thing.
What you mean?
Back in the day, you come in the league, yeah, man, you sit behind this veteran and you're not ready yet.
Yeah, but now you got CJ Stroud.
Patrick
You got the
Mahomes,
Jay
you know what I'm
Daniels.
saying? You got the dudes that can come
but
in
let me
and be
say
good
something.
right away.
But let me say
You have
something
those
to that.
dudes.
You, from a quarterback perspective, some of your coldest quarterbacks
Sack.
that's playing right
Study
now,
behind.
they stay behind a dope.
They study.
You got
Who
your
who did
CJ
Mahomes?
Stroud.
Who
Hold on. You got you said who did Mahomes?
Yeah, who the Mahomes in behind?
Andy
Alex
Reid.
Smith. Alex Smith. He
Alex
was good,
Smith and
but
Andy Reid.
He
He
was,
sat.
he was
He
straight.
did. I mean,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
some,
was
but see,
straight.
it
Alex
depends
Smith
on
was
the
straight.
barber though.
No,
Sometimes you come in, I might have to sit, but if I come in and I'm LeBron James, big dog,
I'm not
and you
sitting.
in school, it's like you looking at me like, school, you see what I got going, man. You know I get busy. Why you trying to? But see, that's what I'm saying, see, and that's what I love about school. He never tried to come in and dim.
He
He,
never
don't
did
dim
that.
your light, and that's what I feel like. That's where the disconnect
We ain't
is.
directing none of this.
Yeah, it's not toward him. We just in general.
And that be the difference.
The only thing we
You
taught
see
him
what
the
I'm
real
saying?
is we call him old. Every time
Nah,
we say, "Oh, he old,"
As a lady,
It's a school as a term. It's like it's respect.
overall they call me school.
Yeah,
On
school.
the
Growing
joke
up,
side
you
they call
like,
me
hey, that's
old.
OG
I
in
give them
school.
that.
Yeah,
I
he
give.
He call him
I
Young
don't
Rio.
care.
Young Rio.
I don't care.
A couple years young to me.
I got you.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you. And that's why I love this conversation, because when you think about the energy that come from the younger barbers and the older barbers, it's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all love.
There's some things that y'all can do that we probably can't, and vice versa.
For sure.
I think the disconnect is it's the mindset and the mentality on both ends.
Yep.
If you coming right in from barber school saying you blazing, you cut better than everybody. I see this 100 times over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, if you saying that coming in, most likely I'm gonna give you a co-mo. See if you called in. Put the scissors in your hand. Can you do a call? Most barbers, young barbers, run from them. Most.
I love that straight hair.
Yeah, most. And so with that, I think that this has been a great conversation, and I feel like we need a part 2, just on the young versus the old. Because, and I think we need to do that barber battle too.
Yeah, I want the battle.
I want
I'm
the
tired of talking.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because who are y'all picking? Though?
Who
That's what I'm saying.
y'all
don't
gonna
worry about it.
We doing 40, y'all doing 40 and
Don't
over?
worry about
we
it.
just put it out there. But all in all, I really appreciate
Yes, sir.
the feedback. I appreciate the conversation, because I already know Rio speak highly of this team. And you don't find that most times there are some OGs jealous of some young barbers, just off of who you are and what you bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So the fact that y'all have this type of family, this type of, camaraderie in the building, man, this is second to none.
Look,
So, Rio, before we leave
yes.
on the shop tour, what is it that you could share that we haven't talked about that you want to share before we end this session?
Man, we talked about so much. Let's start off with saying barbershop owners. We haven't talked about that. You have to be more, you have to have more humility. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to do what's embarrassing. I don't care if it's fixing the toilet midday. I don't care if it's like, you gotta be willing to conform to current time. It's not about booth rent, because it ain't, and it's not on the arrogant side, because they can pay booth rent. If they good at what they do, they can pay booth rent anywhere. They don't have to be at your spot. So humbly, having humility and appreciation of the reason you went into business, and the flowers and blessings that's been given to you, to appreciate the growth for you individually, for them individually, and then us as a unit. I just say have more humility. And as far as the ones behind the chair, because I done been on both sides, same thing. You gotta be humble. Cocky, but humble is below. Hey, go. But know when to be like, you know what, you right. You know what, you make sense. This ain't got nothing to do with my feelings. They got everything to do with, you know what, co-worker, you right. Owner, you right. Client, you right. You can't grow when you like, that's all I got.
Well, listen, Legacy of Barbers, Arlington, Texas, an amazing group of barbers. Tune in for the next episode. It's going to be dope. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, if you like that episode, make sure you do your boy a favor. Please subscribe to the button down below. We got amazing content for you, always coming to bless your life. Now, check it out. If you are an aspiring barber looking to level up your career, this is the episode, the channel, all the above for you. Now, make sure you tune in, because we got amazing episodes coming your way. Let's go.